What's up, my waxy homies? This is Aliphia, and I'm coming in to share with you this makeup look I created using the new Anastasia Renaissance palette. So I've already done my brows using MAC Brow Pencil in Spiked, and I used my L'Oreal Brow Plumper. I also used the Clinique Super Defense Moisturizer for my moisturizer, and here I'm using Soft Ochre Paint Pot to prime my eyelid. So I'm going to take Raw Sienna from this palette, and I'm going to use that in my crease as a transition color. And then I'm going in with this like goldy type color, and it's called Tempera. And I'm using this for my brow bone highlight. And as I'm using this, I go down just a little bit too much, and then I go back and take that same brush that I defined my crease with without putting any more product on it, and just clean up where I went down a little bit too far. And then I'm taking Cypress Umber, and this I'm using to kind of smoke out my look, and I'm going to use this in my outer V and go up into my crease just a little bit. Then I'm going to take this burnt orangey type color called Real Gar, and I'm going to go over that color in my crease, over that Cypress Umber, just to bring a little bit more color to it and to brighten the look up a little bit, because I don't want it to be too smoked out. And then I'm going to take this Venetian red color, and I'm going to put this on the outer half of my lid. And once I've completed that, I'm going to take Love Letter and put that in the inner corner of my lid, the first half of my lid. Okay, and here I'm going back in with that brush that I used, the Cypress Umber, and I'm just gonna go and create like that line between my crease color and my lid colors. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm taking this burnt orange color, and I'm just going over that Cypress Umber and Real Guard just a little bit. Like I said, I don't want the color, the look to be too smoked out. And I take a wipe and clean up any fallout, which there really wasn't any, but I just have a habit of doing that. And then I put a little bit more moisturizer to make sure the bottom of my eyelid and my eye socket is not too dry. And here I took my Becca Ever Matte priming primer to on my face, and then I'm using I'm using the Laura Geller Even Tone Makeup Primer. So I just rub both of those in together because I'm real oily and my pores, they're shrinking a little bit now because I've changed my eating habits, but my pores had enlarged just a little bit too much for me. Let me change that. They're not shrinking, but I guess they're just clearing up. Let me put that way, because your pores are your pores. So anyway, here I'm taking this Tarteist Clay liner, and I am really liking this liner. I'm getting used to using this. As you can see, it's like taking a little bit of practice, and I have to go back in and tweak it a little bit, but you know, this is my not first time using this one, but first time using a liner where you have to use a brush and things with it, because even with my cream liners, I don't use them that often, so I'm getting used to it. And of course, I've just gotten past this MAC mascara that I used. I do not like it, and I would not recommend it. I got it as a sample, but no, I don't like it. And then the lashes I put on off camera. I hadn't put on lashes in 2 years, so I couldn't let y'all see me make a fool of myself. And here I'm using my Becca my Becca foundation, Ever Matte foundation in the color Tobacco. It's fitting me better because I've gotten a tan, and I spray my brush with a little bit of water to help me get the foundation on. And I only put just a little bit because it's a little bit too hot for a lot of foundation. And here I'm using the Kat Von D Like a Tattoo Concealer in Deep 34. Now I'm going with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toast to contour my face. I do not put on a lot of contour. I just don't like that strong, edgy contour type look. And also, as you can see, if you're looking, you can see my freckles are still kind of showing through, but they do kind of get covered up as I set my foundation. But like I said, I didn't put on a lot of foundation. And here I'm using the Bare Skin Bare Minerals Concealer in Tan. I got this trick, I guess you could say, well, I guess it's not a trick, but using two concealers from Charnice V a couple of years ago, well, maybe a year ago. And I did it a couple of times, but I didn't continue doing it. But recently, I've started back using the two concealers, and I really, really do like using two concealers versus one. And here I am going in with my Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder. This is by far my favorite setting powder. I've bought several, and I love this setting powder. And here I am going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Medium Deep. And I am going to change this the next time I purchase some, but I am almost done with this one, so I'm going to continue using this one until it's completely gone. And then I go in to set that contour with my e.l.f. and this is the Contouring Blush and Contour Palette in the color Antique, I think it is. And I'm just going to go over the places where I had the contour powder. And then on my setting, what is it, the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder, I go in with my MAC Studio Fix in the color NC42. And I put that on the brush and I brush away that loose setting powder just to keep from having that strong type white cast up under my eye. And then I go in with those two red colors again, the Venetian Red and Love Letter. And I put those on my bottom lash line. And then I put on the Grand Primer, Mascara Primer. And then I add in put on that MAC mascara that I had. But also here, I'm sorry, I missed out this part. I'm going in with the Primavera. Primavera is the one I use. The Primavera eyeshadow in the corners of my eyelid to brighten up the corners of my eyelid. And here is where brushes really matter because I put just a little bit too much, so I had to go back and take one of the other brushes to kind of like tone that down. Here I'm taking the blush in the color Peach Bellini from Model Cosmetics. And that's the blush that I'm going to use on my cheeks. And it's a peachy type color, and I really, really love this blush. And then I'm going to take the Becca highlighter in the color Opal and highlight. I truly, truly, truly do love this. I received this sample from Sephora, but I definitely will be getting the full size at some point. Then I've just taken a brown liner from, what is it, Wet n Wild to line my lips. And then I'm using my new Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. Well, it's not trio, it's like 6 colors in here, and I'm using this as my lip color today. These are very, very pigmented. The first color I'm using is called Grape Jelly, and the second one is called Caramel. Here is one of the most important parts. I'm taking my Urban Decay by Skindinavia All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and I usually use the Skindinavia Oil Control one, but I'm out of that one, so I'm using what I have. So here's a completed look. I do hope you enjoyed, and please comment, like, subscribe, and share this across all your social media sites. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you ladies on the flip side. Bye!